today is a very early start, and believe me, I'm not at all looking forward to it. Pretty much this morning I'm heading off to work, which is going to be pretty miserable, but we'll deal with it and do the best that we possibly can. Starting off the shift, we've got route setting, which is just the simplicity of putting up holds onto the wall, the rock climbing holds, just to make different routes, make it more interesting for regulars, and try to have a good time myself, because it can be quite entertaining if I'm lucky. After that, I've got the shift work, which isn't going to be amazing. You know, that's just that. It is what it is, and in the end, if you can't beat them, join them, which is pretty much to say, if you can't have fun, I don't know, I just said that because I could, and now I realise how irrelevant that is. But anyway, it's time for me to get out of here, arrive to work. The sooner I get there, the sooner I can start, the sooner I start, the sooner it's over, the sooner it's over, the sooner I can start crying. Wait, that's not a good thing. And I've arrived. Good ride, to be quite honest. It was great, just cruising along pretty much. And I overtake two people and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm not cruising that much. Maybe I'm not that slow, and I'm like, so strong, so overpowered, so great. But anywho, it's time for me to get on with the route setting. I think this should be some fun. I'm really setting a really nice, easy route, which is always good for me. A lot of people just like doing them, but I don't mind it because I'm not the best route setter, honestly, and it's just easy work to me. It's just like, we take off one and we put up...
lies. He does very well at route setting. Very nice.
Don't believe him. So yeah, let's go and have some fun and do this. And the workday is finally over, thank heavens. I'm so glad to have it done. I'm exhausted, looking forward to being home. So, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna stop here and head home. I've got my dad who's cycling with me, which is fantastic. So without further ado, hopefully I'll see you at home, otherwise we'll be fading out in about now or something. Okie dokie, I've arrived home, which is great. But before we end the vlog, I'm actually going to do something else, which is quite interesting. I'm going to tell you about an experience I had on the ride home, and I'd love to hear your opinion down in the comments once I've finished. So, my dad and I were riding home, just as per usual, on a 2-lane highway. Now, we're coming up to a turn where you need to be in the right-hand lane so that you can turn right across the other 2 lanes to get to where we're going. Now, here's the deal. There's a lot of traffic. It's quite congested, quite queued up on the left-hand lane. Now we have to cross over the left-hand lane, and my dad and I, being cyclists, we can squeeze into gaps where it happens. So of course there are cars moving forward and they tend to leave quite big gaps. So we sneak in there and keep on riding. The problem is, we go a little bit further, their cars start moving along, and we have this guy walk up behind us, well not walk up behind us, drive up behind us. And at the top of his lungs, he yells out of his window some terrible stuff that I'm just not going to bother repeating because it's not worth it. And the thing that I don't understand is why? What made it worthwhile? Why would you do that? What did I do? It wasn't dangerous. We waited until there was a decent space between the cars. I was literally so hesitant, making sure that there was plenty of space, and we were following the law. We need to move across there, and that is the only way to do it, because if the only other way is literally to stand on the side of the road and watch and hope that someone will stop, because that's not right. That's not even the law. That people don't do that because that's not what's expected. I don't know, what's your opinion on the whole thing? A lot of people dislike cyclists and the way that we use the road, but we use the road because of the way you drivers use the road as well. You've got to keep that in mind in the end.